What's going on, everyone? TomGorian back again with episode 24 of the F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. We are back here for what should be the Belgium Grand Prix of Season 2, but before we get to Belgium, we have to deal with the season break. So right now what you're seeing, we're going to be doing a press interview with Will Buxton, talking about the first half of the season, and also talking about what we can do as far as later on in Season 2 for Season 3. As you can see, we're getting to our corporate side of the menu, looking at Nick de Vries, 83 overall. We're trying to train him up because we need him to start scoring points if we want to win this Constructors' Championship. But without further ado, let's get this episode underway with an interview with Will Buxton.
Thanks so much for the invitation to your HQ. Let's have a little chat about the team's performance this season. Your second driver looks to have been really busy recently. It's always good to see that level of dedication, isn't it? Your team's had their first win in Formula 1. Is this a sign of things to come? Now let's talk about that new sponsor. How did that relationship come about? You've got one of the top teams in the Constructors' Championship. What's your secret to scoring those points? Will your team be going for the Constructors' Championship this season, or just for points? It's been wonderful to spend some time with you. Best of luck out on track.
So as we head in towards the Belgium Grand Prix, we're starting to pick up a lot of momentum as far as how quickly our car is, and literally just upgrades as far as our facilities and also our spec upgrades. But the season break is over. It's time for the Belgium Grand Prix. We've got 2 more days on the activity timeline, and we're going to use it for the chassis team building. I'm just using these activity days just to upgrade my teammate because I really need him to start performing right now. And the higher upgrade Nick de Vries is, the better he can perform for us. But as you can see, for the next race, we've got a bit of a chassis upgrade. Obviously, I've said this multiple times, we're going to be working on the brakes because the brakes are just too soft, and we need the brakes just to be worked on a little bit. But right now, our part is starting to just wear out a little bit, so I think for the next couple of races, we're going to be focusing more on the durability side of the upgrades. I've got over 1,000 resource points, and I'm going to use one of those upgrades on the control electronics first upgrade, so that should be on for the Italian Grand Prix. We have the best engine officially. The intercooler major upgrade is on the car. Hopefully we can get that drag upgrade for either Russia, but without further ado, it's time for the Belgium Grand Prix.
We're in Belgium once again for today's round of the Formula 1 World Championship. It's a race the great Ayrton Senna won 6 times, and in 2019, Charles Leclerc became the first driver to take their maiden win here since Michael Schumacher in 1992. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners, and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Let's talk about Thomas. No grid penalties, no mitigating circumstances, just a poor qualifying performance and a very disappointing start position for them today.
They'll have a sinking feeling as they look up from the cockpit and realise they're in a different postcode to the start line for sure. But the one positive they can hold on to is that the car is quick and they can make their way through the field.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Alexander Albon, and Perez, Ocon, Stroll, Norris, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Thomas, Sainz, Kevin Magnussen, and Grosjean, Gasly, Ricciardo, Nobuharu Matsushita, and George Russell. De Vries, Hubert, Latifi, and Daniel Kvyat completes the grid.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I was very shocked at qualifying for the Belgium Grand Prix. I thought we might have been the top 5 in this race. Turns out not. Nick De Vries qualified 18th. We qualified 11th. So we have the best engine on the grid, and yet we can't even qualify in the top 10. I don't know what was going on. I think we were carrying too much downforce. I'm not sure though, because we was losing some time in Sector 2, but, you know, it is what it is. So, thankfully, we're in 11th, so we're going to be starting on new tyres. And, yeah, I don't think the win is going to be available for us today. But, you know, you never say never in Formula 1. But if we do somehow get a chance at the victory, we will go for it. The Mercedes are 1-2, so... yeah, it's going to be a very tall order to try and win this race. But if we can, you know, get top 5, maybe get on the podium, maybe with a safety car here and there, do what we did in Hungary, then hopefully we can get a podium. And I think that's a podium is all what we can ask for in today's race. Alright, so the start of the Belgium Grand Prix. We've got Lando Norris in 9th with Giovinazzi. The Alfa Romeo are qualified us. Are you kidding me? The Alfa Romeos are qualifying us? Anyway, let's see what we can do from 11th on the grid for the Belgium Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go in Spa. And it's a great start by us once again. I don't know what it is. We get some overpowered traction in towards turn 1. We've already made like 5 positions already in towards La Source for the first time. We've overtaken the racing point of Sergio Perez. Now it's downhill in towards Air Rouge and also Radion for the first time. And I don't think we have enough. I don't think we're close enough to try and compete with Charles Leclerc or Verstappen, that is, in that Ferrari. I'll tell you what, man, that Ferrari is quick. But we've got to defend from that racing point in towards Les Combes. And we just about hold on to 5th place. That's a great start by us. We've made it from 11th to 5th in one sector, and now the podium is really on. Leclerc and Hamilton going side by side in towards the Les Combes chicane, and this is just holding up Hamilton, but we need Leclerc to hold up Hamilton. If we can just try and bide our time and get Hamilton at the right moment, which could be a no-name. We lose the back end now. They're going side by side, the Ferrari and the Mercedes. Can we make a free wide in towards Pouon, I think? I keep forgetting these names, I do apologise. But no, hopefully Leclerc pushes Hamilton, and this is our best chance to overtake Lewis Hamilton, the championship leader, around the outside. We go, can we get him? Yes, we've done it. He's still there though, we're going to have to push him wide. And there we go. 3rd place is ours, all thanks to Charles Leclerc. This is a great run for us there. The win is certainly on today. Come on. We have to get Charles Leclerc here. Otherwise, I don't think we're going to win this race. Lewis Hamilton is behind us, and you know that Mercedes is going to come back. DRS wide open. ERS overtake. Can we get the slipstream? Yes, we do. It's a late move in towards La Source. Or in towards Les Combes. And we've done it. It's P2 in this race from 11th on the grid. This has got to be one of the best comeback drives I have ever had in this game. We started P11 and now we're in P2, and yeah, you might say, yeah, we have the second best car, but the car that we're facing, that Mercedes, that black Mercedes, is just something from another universe as far as not only this game but also in real life as well. We've got to try lock up there in towards that tight right under there. I really love Spa, and I want to win. It's one of those tracks that, hang on, something's happened there. Who's retired? Is it a Ferrari? Is it? Yes, it is! Charles Leclerc! Leclerc is out! Charles Leclerc is out of the Belgium Grand Prix on the track that he won his first ever Grand Prix on. That Ferrari is not reliable, man. Yes, it's quick in a straight line, but it's as reliable as a donkey's bottom. I don't know where I'm going with that analogy, but a safety car is out, and that's changed the race. We're going to box this lap. We're going to try and go for the strategy. Now, the original strategy was a one-stop, going from the softs and from the softs to mediums, and we was going to box lap 8 or lap 9 anyway. I'm guessing there's going to be around about 2 laps of safety car pace. Bottas is in. He's on hards. So we're going to come in for medium tyres. We'll give up the lead to Bottas. Come on, pit crew, let me go. They have let me go, and we're on mediums. What I'm hoping is that literally we have 2 laps of safety car pace, and hopefully by the time we get green, we go racing. Okay, if I've done this correctly, I think I've nailed this strategy. But I think this strategy has to be perfect. If we can overtake Bottas, then I think this strategy might be perfect. Anyway, away we go anyway. Green flag, we are back underway for racing here at Spa. And it has been the best launch in towards La Source. As you can see, just lock up there, bit of contact there with Bottas. It's all for this exit here, downhill in towards El Rouge and Radion. Can we somehow get enough slipstream to overtake Bottas? I mean, he's 6 tenths behind. Well, he's 6 tenths ahead. And I don't think we're close enough to get Valtteri Bottas in towards the Le Comte chicane. Are we close enough? Nah, we're not. We're going to have to wait for another lap, but hopefully we can get away from Verstappen. This is our closest chance to overtake Valtteri Bottas. We've spent the last couple of laps just trying to close that gap right down. Come on, we're going to brake nice and perfect. It was a little bit wide in towards the source. Come on. I've got to try and use the engine power, otherwise I will not overtake him. Are we close enough? I've held overtake in towards El Rouge. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. DRS is enabled, and this is our closest chance to overtake Valtteri Bottas. Bottas goes defensive in towards Le Comte. Can we get the move? Yes, we do! The lead of the race, but whoa, hang on, Bottas has spun. What happened there? Was there contact between me and Valtteri Bottas? I don't know if there was. Let's look in the replay here. We get the slipstream, and we're on Bottas right now. So let's see. We overtake Bottas. Oh, and there was contact on the side pod. So let's see what happens here. I have overtaken Bottas. He's on the curb, and yeah, he doesn't turn for the corner. And he just turned straight into us. Now it's just a matter of time about can we somehow manage the medium tyres towards the end. We've got 4 laps of Spa. And hopefully these tyres can go to the end. Verstappen's been slightly closing the gap down around about 2 tenths per lap. But hopefully it's enough. Around Poyon for the last time. I think that's Poyon. I keep getting that name mixed up. But I think we're going to hold on here. Around Sector 2 for the last time. There's something about this track that I love. And I don't know what it is, but it's just a great circuit to race on. And I think every single one of you watching this video can agree with me today. We started P11, yeah. P11. After a shocking qualifying performance, and after a great start, a safety car restart, and eventually the race overtaking win. We're going to be winning the Belgium Grand Prix. We've won in Baku, won in Canada, won in Hungary, and now we've won the Belgium Grand Prix. We've done it.
Many doubted whether they could pull off the win here at Spa-Francorchamps, but they've done so in spectacular style. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
It was a question of right place, right time today. We were looking at an entirely different race before the safety car came out, but they were able to take full advantage after the field had been bunched up.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium.
We've taken our 4th victory of the season, of our career, and thanks to Max Verstappen in 2nd place, Hamilton in 3rd, the gap is now closed by 10 points in the championship. And I have to be honest, that contact with Valtteri Bottas, that wasn't deliberate. I'm not gonna lie. You saw him. He didn't turn for the corner. And as you can see, 32 points is the gap between me and Lewis Hamilton with 5 races to go, and we have to win literally all 5 of these races if we want a shot to win this championship. Nick de Vries actually finishes 7th place to get his first points in Formula 1, and that's very glad. And hopefully 130 points. I don't think that's going to be enough to really change the outcome of the Constructors. With 5 races to go, I think we need 5 1-2s in order to happen, but Nick de Vries gets P7, so what's that, 31 points in the Constructors compared to Hamilton's 15. But yeah, there's still a long way to go if we want to win the Constructors' Championship as we head in towards Monza. Sergio Perez 5th, Esteban Ocon in 6th place, Hamilton with the fast lap. But thanks for watching, 30 likes would be massively appreciated. Thanks for watching today's video, guys. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.